How can we generate alternatives? Once we've defined the problem, the second step of the decision-making process involves coming up with alternative solutions to the problem. Let's take a closer look. We aren't really good at coming up with new ideas and thinking outside the box. For this reason, it is helpful to use one or more of the many idea generation strategies available to us to create as many solutions as possible. Remember to include key stakeholders in this stage of the process as well. Managers alone cannot solve complex problems. When it comes to generating ideas, more is better. Try to come up with as many solutions as possible, as opposed to just a few solutions. There is quite a bit of research evidence that suggests this leads to better solutions. One of the first things we can do is a benchmarking study and learn from other organizations. Benchmarking means to evaluate something by comparing it to others. Although organizations in the same industry are valuable sources of information, research suggests that we actually get more out of a benchmarking study when we choose organizations that experience a similar problem. For instance, a small farming business wants to increase the size of their job applicant pool to hire the right employees. The farmer visits with other successful farmers and small business owners in the area to identify how they recruit talented labor in their organizations. Remember that your organization is different from other organizations, no matter how many similarities you may be able to identify. The cultures are different and the people are different. You cannot expect other organizations' solutions to work for your organization's problem. The purpose of a benchmarking study is simply to collect information about your problem and potential solutions. Brainstorming is another popular way of generating solutions in a group setting. Brainstorming is the process by which a group generates ideas through spontaneous contributions and deferred judgment. A group of participants is asked to share new ideas without judgment of anyone's ideas. The goal is to come up with as many ideas as possible, regardless of how ridiculous, impossible, or irrelevant the ideas may seem. Groups will often ask a facilitator to write the ideas where everyone can see them and help the group to stay focused on their goals. Once the group has exhausted its creative energy, they discuss the ideas and identify those that deserve further discussion. The problem with brainstorming is that the presence of others, while you are trying to come up with new ideas, can actually impair your ability to do so. That is, it is difficult to withhold judgment about our own and others' ideas in a brainstorming session. We can also ask key stakeholders to participate in brainwriting. This is the process by which a group generates ideas through written contributions and then verbal discussion. Although there are many different variations of brainwriting, the premise is the same. Limit the effect of group dynamics and social influence. To conduct a brainwriting session, first ask each individual to brainstorm alone without distraction and social influence. Second, ask individuals to share their ideas with the group. You can even use technology to present the ideas anonymously to the group. Third, ask the group to discuss the ideas, and then ask the group to choose the best idea. Brainwriting is considered by some to be better than brainstorming because it isn't as limited by group dynamics. So far, we've learned about defining the problem and generating alternatives. Next, let's take a look at how we can evaluate alternative solutions and choose the best one.